Today I want to talk about my kind of horror TBR for the spooky season of 2025. And I'm a slow reader, or I'm not necessarily a slow reader, but I don't have a lot of time to read. So I want to give myself all of September and all of October to get through this little handful of horror novels. First book that I'm going to talk about is What Feasts at Night by T. Kingfisher. This is the second in the Sworn Soldier series. I don't know if there's going to be more. I certainly hope so. They're a lot of fun. The first is What Moves the Dead, and it is a retelling of the fall of the House of Usher, starring our main character Easton, who is a sworn soldier, which is explained in the book. I don't want to spoil things for you, but this takes place after the first book. Easton is returning home to their family cabin, I think like their family hunting cabin, and when they get there, the caretaker is dead, and I think like the cabin is kind of trashed, and the local villagers believe that some sort of folkloric entity has come out of the woods and made itself at home in the cabin. So that's this novel. It sounds interesting. I really love the way that T. Kingfisher writes. I really loved What Moves the Dead, and I am looking forward to reading this one. Next on my list is The Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling. This is about a woman named Jane Shoringfield, I believe, and I think that she's kind of hard up for cash. Her family doesn't have any money, she's getting older, she has no prospects, so she makes a marriage of convenience to this man, Dr. Augustine Lawrence. It's definitely like contractual, and he agrees to the marriage, but he says that she can never come to his ancestral home. She can't stay the night, I believe. She can come there, but she has to leave and sleep elsewhere. And then on their wedding night, something happens. I think Dr. Lawrence undergoes like a sort of transformation. It scares the bejeebers out of Jane, or maybe it doesn't scare her, but it's like a mystery she needs to solve. I think she gets kind of embroiled or entangled in this spooky underground society. There may be some kind of ritualistic things happening. I have not heard great things about this, but it was already in my possession, and I figured I should give it a chance. You can't always trust other people's opinions. You have to form your own, so hopefully I enjoy it. Next is one that I've really been wanting to get to for kind of a long time. I don't know if it's like popular, but it is really well known, and that is Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Annihilation is kind of a sci-fi horror. It is about a quarantined area called Area X, and it has been sequestered off from the rest of the world for like a decade. And I think world organizations have come together to try to investigate this area. They've sent in 12 expeditions into Area X, and they've all ended in unexpected ways. In the first expedition, the people came back out and everything was fine. They said, oh, it's like a paradise untouched by man. There's nothing more to explore. It's just like a beautiful natural paradise. But then some expeditions have ended with the members killing each other. And what we are going to follow is the 12th expedition into Area X. It is 4 professional women. It's like a biologist and a surveyor, and they are going to go into Area X, and we're going to join them. I hope to enjoy this and then continue the Southern Reach trilogy. Next is one that I was completely unfamiliar with until I watched an Ian Gubelli, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I watched a video of his where he discussed wanting to read more Kafka. So this is The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Hearing him talk passionately about books makes me want to read those books. Like I bought a Cormac McCarthy book because he talked so passionately about Cormac McCarthy. I guess I'm dumb or undereducated, but The Metamorphosis follows a traveling salesman who wakes up one day and he's beginning to transform into a beetle. It is, I think, supposed to be kind of darkly comic, but also terrifying. And I mean, there's an introduction by David Cronenberg, so that should kind of tell you what you need to know. Okay. Next on my list is another one that I had already heard about and it sounded interesting to me, so I had it in my possession, and then I heard some like not great reviews, but it's already in my possession, so I'm gonna try to read it, and that is Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. This book is about 5 people who all work the graveyard shift, and so they meet up in a graveyard almost every night at midnight to smoke. And one night when they show up at the graveyard, there is a freshly dug grave, and that is kind of the jumpstart the story into them investigating what might be kind of terrifying events. So I am interested to read this. Next is technically the last on my original TBR for spooky season, and that is A Girl Walks into the Forest by Madeline Rue. This book is about a young woman named Vala who is beautiful, and she's been told her whole life that her beauty is what she has to offer. It's what makes her special. It's what's gonna get her through life, is just her immense beauty, and it kind of does. She's selected to be the bride of, I believe, a count. And this is supposed to be like a great opportunity for her. Like, this is it. She's going to be set for life. But to get there, she has to travel through a dangerous forest by herself. She does make it, but she arrives at the castle disfigured, and the count is very upset by that. He chose her for her beauty, and she's no longer beautiful. So, that is all I know about this, and I'm very interested. I hope that I enjoy it. It sounds like it's going to be a good time for me, maybe not for her. I wasn't going to have anything else on this list because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 novels, and that's a lot for me to get through in 2 months. I usually read like 2 books a month. I've been in kind of a slump, so hopefully this will get me out of it. But I went to our local monthly flea market in the area that I live in, and there was a new trailer there of a book retailer. So it's a local retailer. They've just started their business, and I believe it's called the Book Hall. They were super nice, and I just wanted to support people trying to start a business locally and people who love books. So I did pick up The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. This book is about a woman named Mouse who is asked by her family to clean out her hoarder grandmother's home, and in the process she finds a journal written by her step-grandfather, and at first she thinks it's like the ravings of a madman because it talks about like terrifying entities in the woods, but then she starts to have experiences and interactions with some of these entities, and that's kind of all that I know. And I love going in blind and not knowing very much about something, because then it's all a surprise. But I am excited. I love T. Kingfisher. I love the way that she writes, and I do really like kind of folk horror, and I think that's what I can expect with this. So if I can get to this, I am very excited to read it. So that was it. Okay, so that is my horror TBR for the scariest season of all. I really hope to get through all of these, and even if I don't get through all of them, I will get through some of them, and whatever I do get through, I would love to talk about. So you can look forward to that coming from me to you.